The Basics of Architectural Roof Types by Jeremy Jocelyn. One type of roof is called the hip roof. A hip roof is sloped on all sides. The slopes are either connected with a ridge or a valley, and there are many different styles that are deviations of the traditional hip roof. They're also more difficult to build because of more complex framing systems. Clipped gable roof is another type of roof. Clipped gable roof is a type of gable roof, and the peaks are clipped at each end to create sort of a half hip. Then there's the gable roof. Gable roof is one of the most traditional roofs. It's sloped on two sides. It allows for a larger attic space than a hip roof, and it is easier and more economical to build than a hip roof. Another type of roof is a shed or skillion roof. A shed roof only has one slope. It's different from other roofs because it does not form a peak or a ridge. It is also used because they are cheap, fast, and easy to install. They are mainly used in rural and industrial settings, but now they're being incorporated into some home design. Flat roofs are another kind of roof. Flat roofs are cheap, fast, and easy to install. They usually create a little bit more living space. Flat roofs usually don't have an obvious slope or a very small slope. Rain is usually caught by drains or scuppers on a flat roof. Flat roofs are also difficult to waterproof. The butterfly roof. The butterfly roof got its name because the shape resembles butterfly wings and is sometimes called a V-roof. It consists of two slopes that create a valley, or they slope inward. Rainwater is collected at the valley, then drained by either scuppers or downspouts on either end. The mansard roof. The mansard roof is a four-sided gambrel roof, or traditionally a four-sided gambrel roof, using two slopes on each side. The second is less steep and usually not visible from the ground. It creates one of the most amounts of interior attic space, and the style was adopted in some parapets of small and medium commercial buildings, as seen in this picture. The Dutch hip. The Dutch hip combines characteristics of both gable and hip roofs. It has a triangle that extrudes at both ends, so the slopes on the ends do not go all the way to the peak. The Dutch hip allows for extra attic space and space for more windows. The Dutch hip is both aesthetic and practical. The gambrel roof. Gambrel roof has two sides with slopes. Each side has two different slopes. The shallower slope sits on top of a steeper slope, and the ends do not have slopes. The gambrel roof maximizes attic space and is commonly used in barns and sheds, but is also used in some older homes. The A-frame roof. The A-frame roof is two-sided, steeply sloped roof. The roof resembles the letter A, and that's how it got its name. The roof usually goes all the way down or almost all the way to the foundation line. And this style of roof became largely popular from the mid-1950s through the 1970s. A scupper. A scupper provides an outlet for water through parapet walls or flat roofs. It either leads to a gutter system or a downspout, and scuppers should be inspected regularly to make sure that no water buildup on the roof, to make sure that there is no water buildup on the roof, and to prevent mold and leaks. A parapet. A parapet is an extension of the wall over the roof, walkway, or a structure. Originally, a parapet is used to defend buildings. Now, parapets are most commonly used to hide rooftop units. Parapets are also used with firewalls to further prevent the spread of fire. An eyebrow. An eyebrow is a form of dormer, and it's a cutout in the side of a roof. It's used usually to create window space, and often resembles the rounded shape like an eyebrow. And they're mainly used for architectural aesthetics. Dormer or gablet. A dormer is a cutout from the side of a roof slope. It's used to create more space in loft areas and usually contains windows. That's how the dormer window got its name. There are many different styles for many different base type roofs. Monitor. A monitor is a raised section at the ridge or peak of a roof. The roof on top of the monitor usually runs parallel to the roof it sits on. Monitor allows for better natural light and also ventilation. It was originally used in sapling shacks to release steam. A crow step gable roof. A crow step was used on the ends of a gable roof. It is a stair-step design that follows the roof slope. A crow step often created waterproofing problems, but were conveniently used by roofers and chimney sweepers in earlier times.